September the 7th, 1940 was a day that shook the world because Germany turned its warlike attention to England's civilian population to try to break its spirit. The Blitz on London was a new departure. Night after night, wave upon wave of German bombers dropped high explosive and fire bombs on what were essentially non-military targets. Hitler had declared his intention to reduce the city to a pile of rubble. He very nearly did. We will now attempt to reconstruct the two main reactions of people facing these events.
Hello, Mr. Smith. Nice to meet you.
Good afternoon, sir.
You come from London, don't you? So can you explain why you choose to settle in this village?
In London, it was a chaos. Everybody was shouting and running everywhere. It looks like the hell. It's the only way to escape from death to me. You don't have any choice. The only thing to save your life. They could make the same as me, after all. But I am still a little in touch with my parents. They learned me that the factory where I worked has been destroyed. So, the lack of money is a really big problem. So I plan to create a garden and a small farm with some ants and chicken to feed ourselves and even for the selling.
Alright, Mr. Smith. Thank you very much for this interview and good luck in the future.
Hi, my name is Jonas. I've decided to stay in London just because I have nowhere else to go. So to escape the bombing we need shelter. To put up an underground shelter, which is probably the most used here, you need a garden. And as I live in a small flat, I can't build it. So that's why I have built an indoor shelter called a Morrison shelter. The night I sleep inside, but it is tiny and I feel like a monkey in a cage. But it's also very useful the day because I can play table tennis on the top.
In May 1941, Hitler declared war on Russia, weakening attacks on West Europe, especially the Blitz in England. In spite of that, England was terribly stricken by the bombing. Millions of homes were destroyed. The human toll is outrageous. Actually, 60,000 people succumbed in the Blitz.